Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to another upgrade version of, DVDs that should have a Blu-ray or 4K release. Right now, I'm actually doing a project in my movie room. I'm actually taking all my DVDs and putting them in storage. As you can see, here's a second tote full of fucking DVDs. The reason why I'm doing this is because I just don't have the room. I have a very small room. My room is very tiny, and it's got all the collectibles and a couple shelvings and some small shelves up. I don't have a really big room or a... Hi, Willow. She knows I'm doing a video. I don't have a really big room or basement or anything, so I have to use what I have. And right now... Oh, geez. Here she comes. So pretty much, I'm using what I got. And just putting them all into storage because I had movies on top of movies on top. It looked very cluttered. It looked very like those hoarders. It looked like a hoarding room. So I figured I'm going to put all these in storage. Now this is Z through I. I still have movies on my shelf that I got to put away. So I got to buy another one. So far I bought 2 of these and they're all full. So now I got to buy a third one. Right, Wah? That's right. I do. I'm crazy with this. And I'm actually going through the movies as well. Ones I'm getting rid of, ones I'm going to be selling. And certain ones I'm like, nope, put away, put away. So I figured, why not do this? And of course, my tripod is away as well. I got to find out where that is. I'm doing it by hand. So I figured, let's do another video of, movies that should be on on DVDs should be upgraded before I put them away because I am not going through these totes again. It is a crazy madhouse in my room. And I'm going to put all my Blu-rays and 4Ks up, put it all in alphabetical order. I have the week off, so it's going to take a long time to get this taken care of. But hey, I got the week off, so keep myself busy. Excuse me, ma'am. Cats. All right, so without further ado, let's get on to my 10 films that definitely need an upgrade that don't have a Blu-ray or 4K, or if they have a Region 2, which I don't know if they do or not. It would be nice, but if you have a Region 3 player, hey, more power to that. I know I have one, and maybe they have released, I don't know. So without further ado, number 10 is a made-for-TV movie by Wes Craven called Invitation to Hell. This is a made-for-TV film, about a family who moves into a new home. The husband got I think it was a new job. And this woman is, infatuated with him. And she tries to steal his family. Well, she's actually like a demon. It was actually well done for a Wes Craven film. And for this to get a cool upgrade, I would love to see that get an upgrade. Excuse me. I got my little fur demon right here. Yeah, right there. How you doing now? Wanna say hi? Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. So anyway, Wes Craven's Invitation to Hell. I would love to see this get a cool new upgrade. We have a lot of cool Wes Craven films out there. This is one of his underrated films, and it definitely needs it needs a release. As you can see, Willow agrees with me that this one needs an upgrade. Right? All right. The next one is called Night Flyer by Stephen King. Man, this one definitely needs. It's got the old snapper case. That was the only way to get it. It's out of print, hard to find. When I found a copy, I didn't care if it was on a snapper case. I wanted to own it. The Night Flyer is a cool vampire film where the vampire uses an airplane that travels from airport to airport, smaller airports, and, feasts on everybody. It's got some good blood and guts to it. Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay, I am not recording over to this. Come on, Willow. Get your butt over there. So Night Flyer is about a photographer who finds out about this specific airplane, why this airplane shows up and everyone's dead. And he's tracking the plane. And he comes to find out that the plane is pretty much flown by this vampire. And the vampire itself is pretty badass looking. He's got a cool way how he kills and drains his victims. Not your typical vampire as well. I love this one. I would love to see this one get a cool upgrade. Maybe a cool... I know with Scream Factory, they would love to put it out. But again, I'm getting a little weary on Scream Factory because they just keep re-releasing films that are already on Blu-ray. It's like, come on, let's put out some stuff that doesn't have a release on the 4K Blu-ray, I bet you probably get more sales that way too, versus, all right, you're really re-releasing the same movie again. That's nice, but come on. Whatever. Anyway, Night Flyer, definitely for my number 8 for sure. All right, number 7. I love this movie. It's called Rock and Roll Nightmare with John Michael Thor. Also, I have the soundtrack. The soundtrack is killer. That cool 80s vibe. Kind of like, you know, Black Roses style, but with this one, I should have put Black Roses in here. Well, that's in a different pile. But anyway, maybe another video. I might do the next tote. Anyway, excuse me. John Michael Thor, his character, they're trying to go out and record a album. They get the people at all his friends, his band members get together, go out to a barn in the middle of nowhere. And of course, this demon's released and it starts picking off everybody one at a time. What an epic fight scene at the end of this movie is hysterical. The puppet monsters are crazy. It's so low budget, it's so bad, it's so good. Again, I would buy this in a heartbeat if this got a cool Blu-ray release or 4K release. They actually made a sequel to this one called Intercessor, another rock and roll nightmare. I haven't watched it yet. But demons are all cool. My wife laughs hysterically at the little puppet penis monster that's in there. You got these little puppet stars. It's cheesy, fun as hell. I would highly recommend if you could track this down. Who put this one out? Synapse put out the DVD. Maybe Synapse can put this out on Blu-ray or 4K. Come on. You're putting out some other cool stuff. Here's one. Go back to your back catalog. I think it'll be a cool thing to check out. Next one is... Oh, who put this one out? This is one of Ty West's first films, and that is called The Roost. Wow, this was actually a very cool, underrated blind buy gem. It's not just a killer crow film. It's also got some vampires in it. Not vampires, zombies. The birds themselves put on a disease when they kill someone. They get reanimated into these weird zombie-like creatures. And well done. I thought the acting was phenomenal. The storyline was great. I would love to see this one get a cool upgrade. Very underrated gem. A lot of people don't know about this movie, and they should because it's a fun flick. So again, The Roost came out... Oh boy. No, I don't know when it came out. And I can't find it on the DVD. But anyway, I'm not going to look forever for when this movie came out, just IMDb it. But anyway, The Roost, Ty West, one of his earlier works, fantastic flick. Again, I highly recommend checking this one out. Again, if you like your killer, like zombies / birds / plague movie, that's what you have. You got that all combined into one, which I thought was kind of neat. All right, next up, again, trying to do this with my tripod, is another newer film that definitely deserves a release. I'm surprised. And that, of course, is May. May is a cool take on Frankenstein, where, you know, she is this very awkward young girl, and she doesn't really have much friends. So what she wants to do is build a friend. Instead of like Build-A-Bear, but build a friend. So she, you know, kills some people, takes their parts of their bodies, starts sewing them together, and starts making her own friend. Wow. Incredible film. Let's see. Angela Bennett does an awesome job playing as May. You have Jeremy Sisto in here as well. They're all younger roles. This one definitely deserves a better release. A special, maybe a cool upgrade. I think this might be getting a release. I don't know for sure. Let me know, guys, if this one's getting an upgrade. Because I will buy this in a heartbeat for sure. Maybe, you know, who would be cool people to release? Vinegar Syndrome will be awesome. Or Terror Vision. I think those would be great jobs to do on this movie. Next up, we're going to Bootleg. And I know this has a release in Spain as a DVD, but it doesn't have a physical Blu-ray release. And this anthology definitely needs it. If you're a big fan of H.P. Lovecraft, then you got to check out the Necronomicon. Awesome anthology. Jeffrey Combs plays, of course, H.P. Lovecraft. He goes into a library where they have the famous Necronomicon, and he somehow gets into this cage with the book and starts, you know, rewriting and reading the stories. And then, of course, we get the stories that come up. One about a guy who gets into a house and his family is there. He inherited it. It's a very old house. And it had to do with the fishmen and everything. The practical effects are fantastic in this one. The second one is the guy who was going into an apartment, and like the main floor is all cold. Trying to figure out. Oh, it was similar. The guy was interviewing a woman who was telling the story of how this guy came to rent an apartment, and upstairs again was all cold. Come to find out the scientist is working on, everlasting life and all that shit. Really cool, very cool take on some Lovecraft story. And the third one was about a cop who was going after a serial killer, and she comes across these weird winged creatures. And of course, we had the wraparound with Jeffrey Combs in the library with the caretaker trying to get the book. And of course, every time he reads a story, part of the floor and parts of the room open up to release the old one. Fantastic. I love this movie. Again, it definitely deserves a cool upgraded version. Again, let me know, guys, if there is actually a Blu-ray out there or a 4K of a special, maybe different release, as long as it's in English to watch. I don't care. All right, next up, we're going to an Asian film. I decided to add in a weird Asian creature feature put up by Tokyo Shock. And the movie is called Nazula, the Rat Monster. If you're a fan of, like Power Rangers, Tokusatsu, those type of shows, the creature reminds me so much of something that could be in like a Kamen Rider or like a Power Rangers or some kind of weird, people in suits fighting monsters. The rat monster is pretty cool looking. And again, of course, it takes place in an abandoned apartment building where rats have pretty much taken over. There is a group of cops and scientists trying to go in to figure out what's causing the rats to go crazy in a population. And of course, we get a mutated killer rat monster known as Nazula. Nazula was pretty cool. Again, this was a blind buy. I saw like part of it on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I gotta track this down. I did. Was satisfied. So I highly recommend checking out Nazula. Next up, through another Synapse. So I think Synapse should go back to their, older catalog and go back and see. I know they're doing the Deadly Spawn, which is awesome. I can't wait to upgrade my DVD because I never got the Blu-ray because I heard the Blu-ray was horrible. But I'm going with Sinjanor. This is kind of like a sequel to the movie called Scared Stiff, which uses the same type of monster, but one uses heat to kill it and the other one uses cold. If I remember correctly, this one uses cold, where a company is trying to work on, like super soldiers and everything. And of course, they have this creature known as the Sinjanor. And of course, people come in, it gets loose, starts killing people. Ugh, I love this movie. I love the way the creature looks. It's a dude in a suit, but who cares? That's what we had in the 80s. The dude in the suit movies were running around, killing people. I would love to see maybe a cool double feature. Scared Stiff and Sinjanor together. That would be perfect. Come on. Let's get it together, people. Let's get a double feature of these two. Again, I would love to see maybe... if Synapse can do it, definitely release it. If they still have the rights. Definitely deserves a awesome release. Next up is a Stephen King film, which surprised me that doesn't have a release. Now, if it does, guys, let me know, because maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. We're talking about Storm of the Century. Like all the rest have them, this does not. I don't know why. And of course, a small town in Maine. Of course, everything takes place in Maine with Stephen King. And this man rolls in saying, you give me what I want, and I'll leave you alone. And that's what he says a lot. And townsfolk are kind of like, what? And of course, he starts turning the townsfolk against each other. He's got this dark power. I'm not saying exactly who he is, but he wants a child because he wants the town to give it up. So, of course, the people are stuck during this big winter storm. Some people are found dead, and they're trying to figure out if this guy is causing this storm, if he's the one that's causing the paranoia, he's causing people to attack each other. They all decided, maybe we should give him what he wants, because he keeps saying, give me what I want and I'll go away. Yeah. Another one, another made-for-TV Stephen King film. Again, this definitely deserves a release. Where the hell is it? A lot of the other films have them. They all have Blu-rays, 4Ks. So, come on, guys. Let's get this little gem out there. And last but not least is another anthology, a newer anthology. Fantastic. Again, this was a blind buy, and I would love to see this one get a cool upgrade. That is called Southbound. All takes place on the road horror. Each story is intertwined. One guy who hits a girl, he has to take her to the hospital, and he has to perform surgery on this abandoned hospital, which is weird. Where the girls are linked to her getting chased by cannibal family. There is another guy trying to find his sister. There's some robbers who are escaping death, pretty much, these death angels. And again, they're all intertwined. It's fantastic. It's one of those anthologies that definitely deserve a cool release. Again, this was only on DVD. If it does have a release, guys, let me know. I think it probably has a Region B. But again, I'm doing mostly, let's get some Region A releases. Let's get some stuff over here in the States, guys. Let's go. All right, guys. I had to do this pretty quick because I don't have my tripod, so I'm holding on to it. So I apologize for all the bounciness. Again, thanks very much for letting me know if they do have a release or not. Again, if you stayed throughout, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little quick top 10. Now I'm going to put these in storage. That's how it goes. But I know where they are because I know which tote to go through. Is it freaking hailing out? It's like maybe frozen rain. Anyway. Sorry, getting sidetracked. So again, guys, if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. Apologize for Willow trying to climb all over me, but it's a cat. What do you expect? I love her. And again, she's now asleep in the corner. All right, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want some more volumes. All right, later, guys. Peace.